What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today I'm a little bit excited because we get to look at a new Micromaster. It's Private Lionizer. I don't know how many of you know this, I don't know how many times I've mentioned it on Wossy Plays, but I happen to be rather a fan of the Detroit Lions. Please don't judge me. I picked them many years ago, and I'm still here. Stand by your team, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this was revealed by the lovely folks over at Wreck and Rule. I will pop a link to their reveal video in the description. Please make sure you go and give it a click. People that are getting these reveals, we want to support them. We want to show them a little bit of love. So after you're done watching this, just go give them a quick click. Click that video, go and have a watch. They're good dudes doing good work. Please go and give them a little bit of love and a little bit of support. So, it's Private Lionizer. It's a Battle Master, and that means that it is a robot with no ult mode that starts off in bot mode and cannot flip, because there is no ult mode. But when it's KO'd, it turned into an upgrade that you can immediately attach. So let's start off looking at it as a little bit of a lion. Now, it's a 7 cost, but we know that the cost of Battle Masters is slightly inflated. We know that they're generally more expensive than you would expect, because the stats here aren't good. 0 attack, 8 health, 2 defense. Now for an 8 cost we expect 4, 12 and 2, so 0, 8 and 2 is frankly terrible. But then again, it's got a really nice skill, Bold 4. And Bold 4 straight off the bat is great. We don't usually see Bold 4. I mean, take Grimlock from Wave 1, one of the very best cards from Wave 1. Not only was that Bold 3, but that was Bold 3 given to another character. It didn't even have Bold 3 itself. You don't see Bold 4 on characters. I mean, in terms of ways to give Bold 4, I mean, we talked about this the other day, and we talked about that new one that can do Bold 6. But generally speaking, for Bold, and that was not easy, incidentally, I'll pop a link in the description. But we're looking at stuff like Height Advantage, which, to be fair, can give Bold 4 to a Titan, which, as it stands at the moment, is literally Metroplex and nothing else. And then, of course, you've got Superior Cannon from Wave 2, but remember that Superior Cannon can only be played after playing a tech research, so again, this is not particularly easy. Just having Bold 4 straight off the bat is great. Because if you're playing an all-orange deck, really Bold 4 should give you at least attack of 4. I know Vector Sigma have done some work on this and posted it on their website, but essentially if you're playing mostly orange icons with a couple of white, but then that means that the first time you flip a white you get to flip 2 more battle cards, and then you got a couple of double orange, generally speaking, if you've got Bold 4 in an orange deck, that should equate to more than 4 attack. And now actually you're looking at a 7 cost with 4 attack at least, and now we're starting to like it a bit more. But at this stage I'm looking at Private Lionizer, I'm seeing it's a melee character, and I'm going Power Sword. Let's do this. Power Sword is the easiest and best bold we've got, but it's for melee characters. Again, Height Advantage is just for Metroplex, Superior Cannon isn't easy. I mean, to be fair, we do have an action card that can give you Bold 6 just as long as you can play 3 of them in a row. Yeah, that's not going to work very often. So we got Power Sword, and Power Sword gives you Bold 3. But you're already starting off with Bold 4. So now all of a sudden you're sitting there rocking Bold 7, and this we can work with, ladies and gentlemen. We absolutely can work with this. Of course, you've still got the issue of 2 defense, 8 health. It's not going to be sticking around forever, but 2 defense isn't terrible. And then, of course, if you want, you can also chuck a body armor on there, and then you got 2 defense, and you've got tough 3. Now, to be fair, tough 3 is only good if you're playing blue icons, and honestly, Private Lionizer strikes me as a kind of card where you want to be playing an entirely or predominantly orange deck. You don't have to, but Private Lionizer is a character that really revolves around Bold, both as a transformer and as an upgrade, more on that in a moment. So, I don't think Tough's going to help you out too much here. But certainly, as an early game, I am going to smash. I like Private Lionizer, I like the Bold 4, and especially if you whack a Power Sword on there in a deck of some double orange and a whole bunch of other orange, I think we could get at least 1 or 2 decent attacks off here before it turns into an upgrade. And when it turns into an upgrade, we're still rocking Bold 4. You can put it onto any character you like, and when you do, it gives that character Bold 4. And remember, your opponent knocks out Private Lionizer, you attach it as an upgrade, and then it's your turn, so now you can start rocking with that Bold 4. Not only do you have Bold 4, but when you attack, you get Plan 1, putting a card from your hand on top of your deck. Now, it really depends where you're going. If you're playing a mixed deck here, this is your opportunity to get an orange icon on top, so you know you're going to be flipping at least 1 orange icon, though of course you do hope for better. But if you're playing a deck with double orange icons, maybe you can grab an Improvised Shield. In an orange deck, Improvised Shield's not going to do nothing for you, because it gives you tough 1, but that's only good if you flip blue icons. Flip 1 more battle card when defending. But if you're not playing blue icons, it doesn't matter how many battle cards you flip, it's not doing you any good. So really, Improvised Shield is a card you really want in your deck to flip while attacking, not a card you want in your hand. So you end up with it in hand, and then you use Plan 1 from RS Fire Steel Saber. Seriously, these upgrades from Battle Masters do not have easy names. And now all of a sudden, Bold 4, Plan 1, I am loving it, ladies and gentlemen. I am really loving it. And look, I ran through this a second ago, it's better than the alternatives. The only other way to get Bold 4 is through Superior Cannon, but who really cares? Because, firstly, Superior Cannon's a pain in the neck, although it does have an orange icon to be fair, but then again it has to be played with Tech Research, which has a green icon, and every green icon you're playing is 1 fewer orange icon, or maybe even 2, which is sad. And it gives you Plan 1, which makes it objectively better than Superior Cannon. And this is Private Lionizer in a nutshell. It is a bold machine. And I really do think this is for aggressive decks. Now look, don't get me wrong. You can play this in a whole bunch of decks. You can play this in a deck that has a combination of orange and blue. Maybe you even try rocking something like a Master Plan, which gives you Plan 6, letting you put 6 cards from your hand on top of your deck, and then you can just stack all your orange cards on there. Although, to be fair, right, the hand sizes like they are in this game, how often do you really have 6 cards in hand? Let alone more than 6 so you can choose. Not that often. Plus, blue and green icon is not orange. But then again, if you're playing a mixed deck, maybe that's a good thing. The point is, you can play it in a mixture of decks. But this is not one of those cards that's hedging its bets. This isn't like Major Ultra Magnus that we've also seen from Wave 3, which is just encouraging you to play a mixture. Because if we have a look at Major Ultra Magnus, when you're in bot mode and you attack, and you flip 2 orange, 2 blue icons, you do 1 damage to each character. Major Ultra Magnus is one of those that goes, right, do you want to go orange or blue? Hey, maybe let's go for a bit of a mixture. That is not what Private Lionizer's doing. I love the defensive 2, especially because we're probably not going to be focusing too much on building it up. But the fact that you've got Bold 4 and then you turn into a Bold 4 upgrade really does seem to be going, look, attack. And it's a lion at the end of the day. I really like this. As with all of these Battle Masters, I do come down with a question of, do I really want to be putting 7 stars into my deck for a character that might not last very long? And I also have to remind you that anything that would get this off the field puts it in the KO area. So something like a Vaporize takes it off the field, and there will be no reclaim to get it back, because it's gone, ladies and gentlemen. And if your opponent KOs this really quickly because you've got 8 health, and something with Pierce will run through that very quickly, and then just goes and drops a Vaporize, then they've probably KO'd the bot quickly, and then you've had 1 turn of it of an upgrade, and then they've gone and removed it, and it's still a decent attacker for the turn it's there, and it's still a good upgrade for the turn it's there, but it's 7 stars. And I think for some aggressive decks it will be worth it, but I'm sure for some it won't. Having said that, I suppose that's why we test our decks. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for bold, this is a really nice Battlemaster you should be considering. But at this stage, I would like to know how much you're considering it, so please do let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! But please do remember the rule, ladies and gentlemen. Be nice, would ya? And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk about games. Like Transformers, but also a bunch of others. Do make sure you check out Wreck and Roll, ladies and gentlemen. Those guys rock. Link in the description. And by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.